girls, you can hear them. Hey, 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 talking about using kind of funny stuff. Hey, 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 mag room, mag room, the mag room, the mag room.
Sunday night, mag room, Cisco and Muga, Jared and Mark. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am well. How are you?
Good. Yeah, it was a good weekend.
What'd you do?
I had a friend who visited from friend who I taught with at Gunnery for 4 years a long time ago, and we've kept in touch. He lives in Nebraska now, but so and then I actually went to the gun reunion, which was fun but a little weird. And
Because you don't work there anymore?
yeah, and then yesterday we went kayaking and on a hike, and then we went to play mini golf and get ice cream at this stand. So
he's your girlfriend. That's cute.
well, no, that was with my family.
Oh, okay.
He left yesterday morning. He was here Thursday and Friday.
I had a visitor in town too. My cousin Kate, an avid listener to the show.
Crazy cousin Kate?
Crazy cousin Kate was in Fort Pierce, on Hutchinson Island. She told me she was staying at Fort Pierce when she told me she was coming down for her.
No one would ever stay in Fort Pierce.
That's what I was like. Are you guys bringing guns with you and stuff? And she said, she told me where they were staying. It was right over the bridge in like a little residential neighborhood in Hutchinson Island. They got a
Airbnb?
something along those lines, correct?
DBRQ?
Yeah, NRLBK. And
What was that band? NRBQ?
NRBQ, yeah.
What did they sing?
New Rhythm and Blues Quartet. What did they sing? They sang one song that was on 103. What's the classic rock station in Connecticut? I used to hear that song all the time.
99.1.
But they don't play it anywhere else. That's the only place I've ever heard NRBQ is on 99.1.
Let's see what comes up first. Riding in my car.
Doesn't sound correct.
Me and the boys.
It still doesn't sound like the right title.
RC Cola and a moon pie.
Well, no, I don't remember that one.
Rain at the drive-in. Wacky Tobacco.
Are any of these hitting for you? I feel like you know the same thing I'm talking
I have no
about.
idea. This one sounds awesome. It's called Little Floater. I feel like I did one of those this morning.
Yeah, just a little one.
I got a rocket in my pocket.
Oh, they sound like a jerk-off band. I don't remember. I don't remember those songs. My sister would remember. Let's get Lori on the line.
Nice.
So let's just play Bon Jovi instead.
All right. So Kate stayed in.
She was in Fort Pierce. They were on Hutchinson Island. There was about 7 friends of hers, I guess. So it was 8 girls.
Ooh,
and me.
party.
Yeah.
Oh, you went with 8 girls on a party?
7. I was the 8th girl.
Oh, I see.
Just for the night I went up last night, and I was gonna say.
Didn't you say 8 girls and me?
I thought I said 7, but whatever.
We'll go
Either
back.
7. I don't remember. It might have been 6. I have no idea.
You could.
I
Many you
had
couldn't
an
count.
idea. Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot of girls. Like being around. It's weird to be around a lot of girls. They compliment each other. I was thinking of you. We went out to dinner, and so there was like these, say, between 6 and I don't think there was 8. I'll say it was either 6 or 7 girls and me.
All right, just pick
2. I can't. It's so hard. You pick for me.
7.
All right, so there's 6 girls and me. They're goofy girls. They like when I first saw them, they were all dressed like old women, and because she's turning 40, which is an old woman,
Who's turning 40?
cousin Kate. That's why they were down there.
Oh, it was a
Her
party
40th
for
birthday
cousin
week.
Kate.
And so we were all out to dinner. One friend said to another friend, "Oh, you know those earrings. Like you should wear silly earrings like that more often." And then another one complimented the way that the person was wearing her shorts, kind of like. And all I could remember was that boat trip that we took to on Lake Champlain. That time we went with
with Lewis.
With Lewis, and Ross was there, and we just kept making fun of you because your shirt and your shorts were the exact same color. They were both kind of a maroon color, and nobody would drop it. We just kept making fun of you, and I thought, there's a big difference between like girls. They're all like, do they really always just compliment each other, and we just always pick on each other?
So if they thought it sucked, do you think they would have said it, or
just say nothing, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Or they just made it like, you should always wear maroon with me. Why not have them compliment you? The world's full of a lot of pain, Mark.
Yeah, no, it was sweet.
Did you have? You must have had a hard time though. You must have been like, "Yo, his ears look like."
Yeah, you look like a fucking cartoon character. Makes your head look like a planet. Is that what you want?
Did they ask you your opinion at all and put you on the spot?
No.
Mark, what do you think?
I feel like I'd lose my birds pretty quickly.
That is what Ross sent an email, and he said that we need a little more definition to our podcast. Like he said, it's kind of all over the place. I don't know if I fully agree with that, but the other one he said, which has been more than once on here, so I feel like you have to start doing this, is about you with Craigslist. People love that.
Oh.
And you've kind of fallen down on that. So I think.
Well, just I had reasons to use them before. I guess now I have to
you got to
search for
come up
reasons
with
to use them.
reasons. You got to come up with reasons because it's been more than once that's been mentioned.
Yeah.
Anything else we could do? The coolest person alive. You want to do the intro again? What do you want to do?
You want me to sing it again? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sing it this time.
I'm the coolest person alive.
Put a little more into it.
I'm the coolest person alive.
I'd say you need some more to it. What's next?
Believe it or not, I'm so cool. I wish Jared would just get on with the bit.
You don't really seem like you want to sing
isn't what's supposed to be.
Did you ever think you'd see a jet suit flying in real life? I didn't.
Oh.
Yes. All right, we're done. Hellavellyn is the third highest peak in the UK. So there you go. Every year, millions of people flock to the region to climb its mountains. But what if something goes wrong? The Great North Air Ambulance Service, GNAS, is a charity that provides incredible helicopter rescue. I've said incredible helicopter rescue.
Wait, what are you laughing at?
Because they wrote provides incredible helicopter rescue. Could just be.
Oh, it sounds like it's somebody that works for the company is the one that wrote this article.
Do you want to tell us what you do? Oh yeah, we provide incredible helicopter rescue.
Uh-huh.
But when the weather gets rough, a helicopter can't always make the journey. After just 6 days training, Jamie Walsh, a paramedic for GNAS, used one of the gravity jet suits to fly up Hellavellyn for the first time ever. The journey, which would normally take about 1 hour, 20 minutes on foot, was cut down to just 3 minutes and 30 seconds via jet suit.
I thought it was going to be like 5 seconds.
You could go in 5 seconds, but you'd die. Back in 2016, I hatched this unusual vision of, could you reimagine how human beings could fly? Gravity's 1,000 horsepower jet suits work with thrusters on the pilot's back and 2 small jet engines on each arm. I thought that was pretty cool. Guys who could jetpack to rescue people.
Yeah, but it took him 6 days to train that. I mean, I guess the jetpack itself is kind of cool, but I don't think the guy who used it's that cool.
6 days is too long?
No, anybody could do that. You or I could be a jetpack. You or I could be the coolest guy in the world in 6 days, according to your news article, right?
But to rescue, I feel like it's pretty cool if you're rescuing people. I mean, we have to know how to rescue people too.
I'm saying.
You can't just fly up there with a jet. They're like, oh, you can save us. No, we just know how to fly the jetpack. Sorry.
Yeah, it still
I just thought about flying
that much. I think the thing itself is interesting. The jetpack itself is pretty cool.
This part was pretty interesting. People caught in avalanches often die of suffocation as they're trapped under the snow. Although there is an emergency beacon system in place, it's hard to get the rescue team directly above them to start digging them out quickly. This was Richard's quote. I've got a very strong hunch we can get directly over the top of that victim.
Richard sounds like a dick.
How about listen to the second part though? And even use the thrust to blow away a lot of the snow before then digging. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Sounds like something from a cartoon.
You're gonna burn something, a buddy, alive. You're like, yeah, let me just thrust into the snow a little bit. I don't know how deep you are.
We saved this guy's life, but he had already been burned to death by the vicious.
Yesterday, after this isn't really yesterday, but this is what it said in the article.
I can pretend.
Yesterday, after 2 years of cancellations due to the pandemic, the Cooper Hill cheese rolling and wake took place once again in Gloucester, England.
Thank God.
Continuing a tradition that dates back at least 200 years. Groups of fearless racers risk life and limb chasing a, how much do you think it weighs? Round of double Gloucester cheese.
500 pounds.
That'd be pretty,
What's funny about that?
that'd be pretty heavy. So it's an
I don't-
8 pound. It's an 8 pound.
An 8-pound ball of cheese?
Round, yeah, like a wheel down an extremely steep and uneven hill with a
Sounds like it should be
1-to-1
bigger.
gradient in some sections. Do you know what that means? Gradient?
I'm guessing
look.
like it goes a foot down for every foot across it
Yeah.
goes
So it's really steep. Do you know what the winner gets?
to eat the whole cheese ball.
Yeah, they get to keep the cheese. How fast do you think the
Doesn't
cheese?
that seem unimpressive? 8 pounds? Shouldn't it be more than that?
Well, how fast do you think the cheese ball gets?
55 miles an hour.
Yeah, close 70 miles an hour. People get like injured, they fall all over the place. Celebrated for hundreds of years, at least 200 years, and is thought to have its roots in a heathen festival to celebrate the return to spring.
Heathens like having fun, man.
I just liked it because I'm like, people will do anything, man. They will just do anything. Like you start a contest, rolling an 8-pound of cheese down a hill that's steep, and you get hundreds of people to show up to do it.
Yeah, people like to have fun, Jared.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm like, why can't I start something?
Well, have you ever tried to, or do you just talk about it and then let it
No,
go?
I haven't. Is that part of it?
All right, so what do you want to do? How many, if you started an event, what would you consider a success to be? How many people would have to come to Jared's blank
I'd say
rolling
in-
event?
Within 8 years, I'd like 100 people.
What do you want your event to center around? That one was,
That's a
I
great
don't know.
question.
It sounds like theirs, I guess that cheese is made in that town. Do you want it to bring fellow
What do you-
Lakevillians together? I feel like I know
We
you
need to
well.
think of something that's mildly popular, that there's nothing that brings people together about it yet.
Our podcast jumps out at me. The numbers are there. We're not at
I don't
100.
think-
What do you want? 100 or 200?
I said 108 years. So
Right. So we have 30-ish now.
You
Well, of
think
course,
everyone would
Of
come?
course, we'd
that
have to go for
listens to the
100%,
podcast?
100% attendance.
Yeah, I don't think we would get that. Yeah, I have to think about it because I want to think, like I said, it has to be like I can't have like a Coca-Cola fest. Like everybody likes Coca-Cola, and there's already like a beer fest. There's already those.
Well, like down here, there's a big one called Mud Fest. That it's just big mud. People just bring their.
Yeah, see, same thing. It's just insane.
Yeah, but do you even like going to those things?
No,
So you're already halfway to achieving a goal that you don't even know that you have. Let's say we get
you think I'm halfway to it?
70. Well, say we get 70. All you want to do is bring people together. You don't care about mud or cheese or
That's true.
hot air balloons or whatever. So if we get 70 more listeners, hey, listeners, will you please, everybody just tell one other person that you really think will we have to help Jared reach this goal.
But I think if we push, like maybe we need to push this in a way where it's a little more extreme. Like
You have to
somebody
listen
wanted-
you have to listen to our podcast in front of a firing squad from now on.
How about you have to do it over hot coals, or
You have to listen to.
is there any food?
There's one here that I keep wanting. I went this year, and I don't remember if we talked about this. There's a frog legs eating
You
festival.
did not talk about this.
No, it's either in January or February. It's in a town called Fellsmere, Florida, which is probably about an hour north of here, hour and change. Everybody eats frog legs, and then there's games, rides, all that stuff. But the festival centers around frog legs.
And you went.
So I went with a friend of mine. We got there. She's from she's like French Canadian, so she's eaten frog legs before. So right when we got there, got
Two
close to
French
lunch.
Canadians eat a lot of frog legs.
French people eat frog legs.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that. Is that why they call them frogs?
that is why they call them that. And it's a bayou thing too. It's big in like Louisiana and stuff.
Okay. So frogs. So you ate them?
So we get there and it was lunchtime, and I'm like, all right, well, I got to try some frog's legs. So we walk over, and there's a big sign that
And
says
you were hungry because it's lunch.
and there was a big sign that said we ran out of frog's legs yesterday. So
At the festival?
at the Frog Legs Festival, at a
That's
four
bullshit.
4-day Frog Legs Festival, they ran out of frog legs.
Did you
on
light
day-
the place on fire?
on day 3.5?
Well, it seems like everything's really been done. I don't think we have any avenue to do it.
What do you mean?
You just told me, but we just talked about cheese rolling and frog legs. I bet if you Googled it, you'd find a million other ski jumping.
You don't. You need more of an imagination, Jared. What's all right?
You like being happy, Mark?
Sometimes.
Oh, you don't want to be happy?
Yes, of course I like being happy, Jared. Where's this going?
Thanks for being interested in my question. This is from a tweet by George Poynton. I asked a group of 6-year-olds, how can adults become happy? There were 10 things that they suggested. So I want you to react to the 10. Zara said, hug things with floppy ears.
My dog has floppy ears, and I get happy when I hug him.
Yeah.
I don't own any floppy-eared rabbits, but I think they're cool.
Would there be any animals with floppy ears that it might be bad to hug? Yeah, so it's not universal.
The floppy-eared crocodiles.
Yeah.
In Australia.
Number 2 from Toby, dancing lessons.
Huh. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I've never taken a dancing lesson, and I don't know how to dance, and I always feel a little like intimidated, sort of, when asked to dance. I know there's one force. I think I know how to rumba slightly. Okay. Someone taught me that once. It's pretty easy.
Do you remember those? So Michelle and I did do dancing classes. Okay. It was one of our first dates. Like one of our kids, as they got older and we got a babysitter, it was like we signed up for 6 weeks. They were a lot of fun. We did like 5 dances. At the end of it, I was wicked excited. I'm like, I need to do this. Like, let's do it. And then we never went again.
And when you said I wanted to do this, what did you mean? Start
like
going
I
out
wanted
dancing?
To go to like a place where people did real dancing.
My mom and dad used to do that in New Haven.
Sounds incredible. I looked it up. It was like too far. It was like an hour and a half from us. And then
why is that too far? Live a little,
we had
Jared.
kids. You get a babysitter. It's like $100 if you go.
Get a every once in a while.
Now I could do it, but I have to learn it. I don't remember it. That's why when you said you learned it once and you remembered it, I was impressed.
I was going out with a girl who was a dance instructor, and she gave me like a 30-minute lesson on rumba. It was fun.
It's also it's very sensual. Like, I'm sure you felt good. Like, she was giving you the dance lesson and you're just like, oh, this is nice.
Well, and I also liked that it made you kind of listen to the music in a different way than you normally do, you know?
To do, like, if I had a group here that like danced all the time and it was part of a thing that I did, I feel like I could get good at it and really like it.
Well, maybe
that's our festival.
I was just about to say, maybe you should make this you actually, rather than just reaching for things that are stupid, why don't you think of something that you actually like and want to do and do it?
Oh, I love it. By day you go birding, and at night dance festival.
Stop making it such a stop putting 10 gallons of into a 5-gallon hat.
All right, number 3, Emma, painting makes me happy.
I think that's a good one too.
Me and my kids play this game where you each get a piece of paper, a song plays, we draw something while the song plays. When the song ends, you have to pass your paper to the next person, and then you draw on the next one for the next song. So everybody just like continues to add things to people's paper as you go around. It's really like just relaxing.
Is this a game that you made up?
Yeah.
Or is this a thing that people do? I've never heard of this
I think I made it up.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's fun to do as a family. Any of our listeners have a family?
I like paint. Anything creative is fun. Anything like where you're, that's why this podcast is fun to me.
Yeah. Number 4, Belle. My dad goes fishing.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
But I get but I like the idea of something where you go off by yourself and do something. That's why I like paddle boarding. I like going out by myself now.
I think I like relaxing. It. I don't like catching the fish. I just like rowing.
What if you caught it and released it, or do you not even like to catch it?
Yeah, but then you gotta like take it off. Sometimes the hook gets stuck and you kill the fish. Like, I don't like that. Number 5, I don't understand this one, but maybe you'll be able to. Mickey said pasty.
The things you put on your nipples to hide them isn't that what the Rockettes wore?
So pasties would make me happy. Imagine I took off my shirt and then I just saw some pasties on my nipples.
Or that's just what you had for nipples from now on.
Oh, I just
little
have pasties.
Dangly silver nipples. Yeah.
Because they you can twirl them, right? If you learn how to do it. So if I'm doing my dancing,
your dancing moves,
I got some pasties twirling around, and I learned how to do where I can get them going different directions. Or
I say by next week I got to have a good Craigslist ad, but you got to have.
Some pasties?
No.
Where do you buy pasties?
No, I was going to say you have to have some plans in place to do this dance festival.
I'll come to it. It seems like a different level.
Yeah, I know.
You just have to do something on Craigslist. I have to plan a dance festival.
Just get a little outline of what you're.
What if I plan it up here? Will you come up to it?
If you plan a dance festival, I will definitely come to it.
How many people would have to come? How many signups would I have to have for you to come?
I would be the only. If you want me to be the only one, I'll come to watch you dance. I've never seen you dance.
All right, we're on the back half here. Number 6, Jack, don't cry when you don't need to cry.
Amen, Jack. And that fits your name, too. I like that. Jacks don't cry.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Don't let them see you cry. Absolutely.
Number 7.
That being said, don't be afraid to cry from time to time.
Number 7 from Robbie. Find something you love.
Well, Robbie, way to oversimplify life. Maybe you need to live a few more years before you start giving out advice.
All right, well, this next one you'll like then from Lola.
I like her name.
Smile at ducks.
Agreed. Smile at any animal. Animals are
just
fun.
Smile in general.
Yeah, but not too much because that's annoying.
No, like a really weird big smile. Do that to everybody.
I hate people that just smile all the time. Remember that girl? We had a girl that we went to college with, and that's what we call. That was her name.
What did we call her?
Overly happy.
Oh,
she's probably always happy.
She's probably doing great though.
Or she's in a psych ward somewhere.
Number 9. Don't think about clowns. This is from Rory.
I don't know. I kind of disagree, Lori, but I like scary clowns. So
yeah,
scary clowns make me happy. So
really?
I think scary clowns are cool. Yeah.
All right. I feel like clowns are kind of just a weird thing in general. Like the
absolutely
idea of getting dressed up in this stuff and doing that. I mean,
I'll send you a picture of me dressed as a scary clown. I did it 2 years in a row for Halloween.
Wow. Like the guy from It?
I was going for the guy from American Horror Story when it was because when I did it was the Jupiter episode of that show. And that guy was awesome.
Know. Look at that. You're just so topical.
Tried to be,
Did anyone ask you, like, were you in that show?
No, but I wish they had. That's the fun thing about painting your face and looking like a scary clown is that nobody knows who you are. When you paint your face, it completely hides your identity, and it's awesome.
There you go. So maybe yours on here would be painting your face.
I'll do a Paint Your Face festival, but I feel like what's that band, that
Kiss?
rap group? Well, no.
Insane Clown Posse?
Yes, I feel like because they already have a big, huge festival.
The last one you're going to love.
Okay.
It's going to be your favorite one. Number 10 by JJ. Buried Treasure.
Yes, JJ, you're invited to my birthday party.
Buried treasure. He said that was the key to adult happiness.
I've always wanted to find buried treasure. Or like Romancing the Stone was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I just love that idea of like stumbling upon going to some weird South American country. Yeah, I don't know. That's just something very romantic and exciting about that.
I like it. All right, so that's happiness
from 10-year-olds.
From 6-year-olds.
6-year-olds.
I think there was a lot of good stuff in there. What else you got? Anything?
The only other thing that I was going to recommend you watch a movie. I don't know if this would work for anything or not, but when I got home from Cousin Kate's last night, I put on a with my cat actually.
Oh, you and Lily, a date?
We had a movie date. Yeah, movie night. We watched The Purple Rose of Cairo. Have you ever watched The Purple Rose of Cairo before?
No.
It was from 1985. It was a movie with Jeff Daniels and Mia Farrow, and I guess I would call it a romantic comedy.
Jeff Daniels pre-Dumb and Dumber?
10 years pre-Dumb and Dumber, something like that, right? He plays.
Give me like a little intro. Just something. Don't spoil it.
To what the movie is? It's Mia Farrow is a woman in a her husband beats her, and her life is sort of just sad and boring. And she goes to the movies to escape the doldrums of her life. So she is in a movie called, this is in I think it was during the Great Depression. Yeah, it was the Depression. And she had
enough money to go to the movies.
And so she went to see a movie called Purple Rose of Cairo, and she liked the movie.
She saw the movie she was in?
No.
That's crazy.
The movie, the 85 movie, was named after the fictional movie that's within the movie.
I see. I thought it would be weird. It'd be like well, I'm in the movie about.
Well, that's what happens in the movie. One of the movie characters, Jeff Daniels, is in the movie, and he comes to life in real life, steps out of the movie screen.
Well, actors are real people. He steps out of the movie screen.
Right, the character on the movie in the movie steps out of the movie into real life, tries to win Mia Farrow's character.
Literally, he steps out of the movie theme screen.
Literally, it was just kind of an interesting little plot device, I guess, and I kind of liked it. And it was cute, and I thought maybe you.
So what was the end? That she had some bad fish and
head injury. Traumatic head injury.
Her husband had really beaten her to death, and
so she falls in love with Jeff Daniels plays
the
two
fake
characters.
movie
He plays
person?
the actor, and then he plays the character in the movie. And she falls in love with the movie character, but then the actor.
But the other guy's a dick.
No, he comes and she ends up falling in love with him. And then he kind of just leaves her and she's left back to her boring life. And the movie ends with her back in the movie theater smiling at the movie screen.
So you were supposed to think that the middle part really happened?
I think most people that would see the movie would have some sort of suspension of disbelief, some ability to not see things as totally linear.
So why did he leave?
The movie character?
Yeah.
The movie character, he got off screen because he was just doing the exact same thing every day. He was in a movie and he didn't want to be in it anymore. He wanted to live a real life.
No, but why did he leave her?
The movie character, to go back, because she chose to be with the actor because he was a real person and not a movie character. And then he ended up just leaving her.
But why did the actor leave her?
Just because he was going back to Hollywood to resume his life.
What town were they in?
New Jersey, somewhere in New Jersey.
So why was the actor in New Jersey?
To go try to figure out what was going on with the guy who leapt out of the screen and was now.
Oh, he could feel it.
He was told it. Everybody that like.
Oh, everybody could see it.
This, yeah, like it really. I mean,
Interesting.
In the
True
movie,
story?
it really happened. It's
Is this
a true
based
story.
on a true story?
New Jersey in 1934. Look this up. It really happened. Well, it was weird. It was a good little.
I do like true stories.
Comment on society, I think, because the people that were on the screen wanted to be off the screen, and the people that were, the people in the audience wanted to be movie stars. And
But why she should have stayed with the guy who was great.
Well, but she knew that he was fake. He didn't like
he couldn't stay out of the movie.
He just didn't have any true life experience because all he was a character in a movie.
Did her husband find out about this?
Oh yeah. Danny Aiello played the husband.
What happened to him?
He was none too happy. He was just a jerk off. He was a drunk, out of work, beat his wife. So you were rooting against him,
Did this get covered by the news at all? That a person in the movie screen is getting out of the screen.
Yeah, that's how he ended up. That's how the actor, I'm trying to think of, Gil was the name of the actor and Tom was the name of the character. Tom came out of the movie screen to Mia Farrow's character, fell in love with her. The people in the audience saw all this happen. People passed out and everything. And then so the news was alerted and a little weird.
If I told you that this idea for a movie, you would tell me I'm crazy, just like you do always.
No, I thought it was like I said, I thought it was.
If I said there was a person in the screen that came out, but there's another person, and
maybe if you actually wrote it out and fleshed this whole plot through.
So I got to write you're saying you like it better when I write it down.
Well, I think I like it better when you present the whole idea as one.
All right. I thought you were going to say you watched The Menu.
Oh, that movie I sent you?
Yeah. About the movie where they had a party where they eat people.
Yeah. Someone sent me that. I get to keep up with all the cannibal news now from all of our, and then
CNN, the Cannibal News Network.
Yeah. I also got through something that was, someone sent me, it might've been the same guy, sent me an article about 14 or 18 or some randomly chosen number of cultures where cannibalism isn't that weird. Like, look, dude,
Who are these people?
Why do we have to keep talking about this? Is it really that funny that I don't actually want to eat people, but you keep saying that I do?
That is not true. You want to try eating people. How about if it was cat flesh?
I wouldn't, but I know that's weird. I get it. I know that. It's why you pushing me to draw lines and say things in black and white. I just don't have like the same set of things.
The party with the human meatballs. All right, I'll try it. Party with cat fat meatballs. Cats didn't die. Same thing.
People eat cats all the time. That's not that interesting.
But it has to be something new that you eat.
Yeah, I want it to be like an experience. I don't want to eat something that I don't want to eat in the first place.
Makes sense. All right, we'll have to check the movie. I mean, I guess you told me the whole movie now.
Purple Rose of Cairo.
Yeah.
It was cool. I don't know. It was just a good, and it reminded me of
What was it on? Was it on like one of those channels instead of a Night Court?
I ran across it during the week and I ordered the DVD. I got a DVD in the mail like Friday, so I watched it last night. And it reminded me. Do you like David Bowie at all?
He's all right. I like some of his songs, but
there's a song I think he's awesome, and he's got a song called "Life on Mars," and this movie reminded me of that song.
So you like all his songs?
I think he's one of those guys
not let that leave your face. Not all of them, but you like a lot of his songs.
Yeah, I think he was really talented, and he took a lot of weird risks, and I don't know. I thought, and he was like an artist, like a real artist, like the guy that I bet he would eat human meat.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. Took a lot. I think that's why I don't like him. And that's
Mhm.
not really fair.
You are a middle of the road, more of a middle of the road type of.
No, I feel like for me, well, I feel like I have to be really into someone for them. Once they take risks, then I kind of follow them, and no matter what they're doing.
Listen to this song. It's very similar to the movie and the theme of the movie of like escapism and.
I wonder if he sued the movie.
No, I don't. You always have to add shit.
Well, if they stole his idea.
Well, he didn't. I mean, if you take a 3-minute song and make a movie about a similar topic, is that really stealing the idea?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, the names of the characters aren't even in the song. There's no. I don't think there's any legal. I think we're okay with just watching it and enjoying it and not looking any further into it than that. And listen to the song too. It's an awesome song. It's probably one of my top 5 favorite songs.
Wow.
Life on Mars by David Bowie.
Oh, it's in Life Aquatic with Steven Zissou.
And they did a really, really cool version of it on we were talking about it earlier, the American Horror Story, the episode the season that took place on a freak show in Jupiter. The woman it's all David Bowie music throughout that season. And she does it's Jessica Lange. Jessica Lange in that season is like a jerk. She owns the freak show and she's this German woman and she does that song to an audience. And it's just a really cool, interesting version of that song with a thick German accent. I don't know if you end up liking the song, listen to that version of the song after too. It's a good one.
Who sings it?
In the show, it's Jessica Lange.
You didn't seem excited about tonight, though.
Why? I came in a little. I came in a little slow. I apologize for my lack of energy.
It wasn't like slow though. You just like seemed mad to be here.
No,
I don't know what happened.
I wasn't mad to be here, Jared.
All right.
Especially now that I know that we're going to start dancing together.
We should come up with a dance called the Mag Room.
Every once in a while, a dance does sweep the nation. The last one I remember was the Dougie. I remember the dab, but the dab wasn't like a dance. That was just a move.
Yeah.
We
need like
the
a
Dougie,
song.
couldn't we?
Like our kids could come up with the Mega Yellocks could come up with like a dance song. You did that last time a little bit with that beat. We just need some Mag Room. We need like some simple. They always would have simple dance.
I was gonna say it's never a good song. It's always
like
just
put your foot out and then swing it around and then kick in the air. Do the Mag Room like you don't care. All right, should we wrap it up?
Yes, I got things to do.
Yeah, you gotta walk your cat.
Yes, we have to go watch. We have to go watch another romantic comedy together.
Yeah, Lily gets pissed when you're home late for your
movie night's a big deal at my house.
Was Lily mad Night Court went off the air?
She didn't have the same feelings I did. No.
Oh, okay.
She didn't care. No.
She's more like a romantic comedy. Theme song by Mega Yellocks. Email mugaandcisco@gmail.com. Thank you to your mother who continues to email. And
happy birthday, cousin Kate.
Oh yeah, happy 40th.
Yep. 40
birthday.
years old.
Glad it was crazy.
Hope she had fun.
Hope you had fun, even though Mark was there. And I forget what else I was gonna say. Do what you gotta do.
There you go.
Yeah. Stick with the Mag Room. Everything else is
cream cheese.
Cat memes.
No.
Cream cheese. You love the cat memes.
No, I don't. Hang up. Turn this show off.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
I'm seen as no more than a tool